What's good, everyone? So in today's video, I'm going to be going over how to realistically make your first $10,000 a month and beyond in trading, right? And how it's done, how you can do it, and all that good stuff, right? I'm not going to be gatekeeping any information in this video. So do yourself a favor, watch the entire video, take some notes, and, sit back and relax, right? So without further ado, without me yapping anymore, let's just get into it. So $10,000 is obviously the goal here per month, but what is required in order to get there, and what do you need to do, and how is the procedure basically? So first of all, step number 0, not 1, but step number 0 is to realize that if you have less than $500 to your name, right, go get a job, go acquire some funds in any way possible. Obviously not, don't do anything criminal, like illegal stuff, but obviously go get some funds. Okay, in trading you need to have capital in order to make capital. That's just how this game works. Okay, so that's step number 0 basically. Step number 1, however, let's get into this. Step number 1 is to find a strategy, right? Pretty self-explanatory, right? But not just any strategy. You need to find a strategy that works for you as an individual. Oh, it's very windy here. You need to find a strategy that works for you, that fits your personality, fits your risk tolerance, fits your way of thinking and your thought process and all that good stuff. You don't just blindly copy strategies. No, you find something that works for you. Back in the day, this might also help you. Back in the day, I used to look at all the mentors out there and I just took small pieces from them. Like I took small pieces from their strategy or from their mindset or psychology and all that good stuff. And then I formed it on my own puzzle. Like I took small pieces and then I formed my own puzzle and then I solved that puzzle and then I became profitable. So find a strategy that works for you. Doesn't matter if you're trading ICT concepts, I don't know, breakout strategies, fair value gaps, Bollinger Bands, some indicators, doesn't matter. Trust me, liquidity, like it doesn't matter, okay? Just find a strategy that works for you as an individual. Step number 2 is once you've done that, right? Let's make it, what should we make it? Orange here. Step number 2 is to fix your psychology, as cliche as that sounds, right? Fix your psychology and fix your minds. You've probably heard this 1,000 times, but trading is mostly and mainly psychology compared to strategies, like 80-20%. And that's so cliche. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Trust me, I had as well, but I didn't understand it back in the day. But now I do. Like, it honestly is everything. Psychology is honestly everything. So, I mean, let's just put it into perspective here. I could go on the street and just give a random man my strategy, or like any proven profitable strategy. Let's just say a 90% win rate strategy, right? But the homeless man or the man on the street is not going to be profitable because he doesn't have his psychology on point. He is feeling FOMO, first of all, right? There's 5 factors to this. He's gonna get greedy. So greed, bear with my hand drawing here. He's gonna over trade. He's gonna, that was a bad drawing right there. Over leverage, and he's gonna revenge trade. Okay, revenge trade. He's gonna do all of those 5 things, and you need to fix those 5 things in order to become profitable, in order to fix your own psychology. Most of the times, trust me when I say this, most of the time it is not the strategy that isn't working, but it's the trader behind the strategy that isn't working. It's the trader itself or himself or herself that is not, working properly, okay? Because that person is probably, and you are probably feeling FOMO, greed, over trading, over leveraging, or revenge trading. You need to fix that in order to become profitable. And let's just go over it real fast here. How to fix FOMO. First of all, how to fix FOMO, as I said, pre-plan your trades ahead of time. So before you show up to the market, or when you show up to the market, before you take a trade, before market opens, etc., pre-plan what price needs to do in order to form your perfect setup. So you know exactly what to do if price does X or Y or whatever, right? So you don't get FOMO if price just moves without you because it wasn't your move. So pre-plan ahead of time. That's how to eliminate FOMO. Greed. Stick to 1 to 2 trades a day maximum. Pretty self-explanatory. It's hard, I know, because if you win a trade, you want to make more money. If you lose a trade, you want to make back the money you lost, right? It's human nature. We are like that as creatures, right? Greed, basically 1 to 2 trades a day. Now, maximum, right? Now, over trading to 1 to 2 trades a day, maximum, same thing basically. Over leveraging here, you can either lose too big or lose too often. If you're losing too big in trading, you're risking too much. Size down, risk less. If you're losing too often, you should focus on quality over quantity and take your A+ setup. So focus on less but better trades. Fewer trades equal more profits, okay? Get that into your head. Revenge trading, maximum 1 loss a day. Basically, that's the rule right there. That's how to fix all of these 5 things. Once you fix your psychology now, right, you then needs to be, let's make it purple this time. You need to be disciplined consistent and patient with everything. That's also so cliche. You've probably also heard that like like a few thousand times at this point, but it's also true. Be disciplined enough to wait for your A+ setup to occur and wait for the trade to come to you instead of chasing trades. So pre-plan the trade and let it come to you and then execute on it. Don't chase trades. You'll never become profitable by chasing trades. Consistency. Be okay with taking a loss. Like be okay with going on a losing streak, because eventually long term, think in weeks P&Ls, month P&Ls, quarterly P&Ls, right? Over time, by being consistent, disciplined, and patient, you're going to realize that you are profitable. You just need to be consistent with it. Lastly, patience. Obviously, be patient enough to wait for your A+ setup. And as I said, let the market come to you instead of chasing it. Now, these are obviously also all like these things right here is obviously easier for me to say than you to do, because it took me 3 years to get to this point now. But let's talk some numbers here, right? So let's make it, what should we make it here? Yeah, let's make it green, right? Because let's talk about these 10K. Now, is that clear? Let's actually make it another like color. Let's make it red right here. Now, as I said, this video is about how to realistically make your first $10,000 a month, right? And beyond. Now, there's two ways to do this. You can either go live capital or prop capital. Nowadays, you're lucky enough to have, you're basically lucky enough to have prop firms. Okay, back in the day when I started out prop firms, there was like one prop firm, that was FTMO, and then there was like my forex funds, but they shut down and all that bad stuff. But back in the day, bro, there was nothing. Okay, I literally, a 100K account would cost like $700 or something. Now it's like 50% of that price if you're trading forex. If you're trading futures, bro, that's like $50 or something. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, prices have been dropping, rules have been easier to pass, like everything just becomes so much easier. So if you have live capital, if you have more than, let's say, $20,000 to $25,000, put it into live, compound over time. If you don't have that, that's fine. Prop capital is a great way to get capital and then put it over to your live capital after that and then compound it from there, right? Now let's talk about prop capital here. So if you're trading forex, you need to buy a 300K challenge, and same goes with futures, 300K. Okay, 300K challenge is not that expensive. It's around, forex is around $400 to $500. Futures, it's around $200 to $300, $250 maybe, depending on which firm you're on, right? But let's say that you are risking anywhere between 1 to 2% per trade. So that's a 1.5, let's say 1.5 average risk per trade right here, right? Now, let's just do the math here, right? If you're risking 1.5%, how much are you risking per trade? You're risking 4.5K, right? Yeah, 4.5K dollars per trade. May sound may sound like a lot, but it's not. It's all prop capital. Remember that. It's all demo and it's all a game. Prop capital, prop firms are literally just a game. You're playing a game and you need to play that game properly by going over your rules, by basically trading within the rules and then taking advantage of it, and then putting your payouts into live account and then scaling your live account over time so you don't need prop capital. That's basically how the game goes, right? But you're risking 4.5K per trade here. Now we can just do the math here. How many hours do you then need a month in order to make $10,000 or more consistently, right? Now, how many hours do you need? Well, if this is 1 hour right here, right? This is 1 hour, right? Because you're risking this much. And this is obviously also 1 hour. It's just into percentages versus dollars right here. So 1 hour, right? Now, if you just multiply this by 3, literally just x3, right? Then you have, let's see here, you have, let me just think, 13.5K per month, okay? Per month, bro. $13,500 per month. After profit split, that's $10,000 or more. That's probably like 11.8 or something. Let's just say 10K. Like, I'm rounding down here for your sake, right? $10,000 a month consistently, and that's with 3 hours a month. 3 hours a month, right? That is super achievable and super easy. Trust me, it's not hard at all. We can even do the math here, right? Let's say that, let's just use round numbers here. So let's say that you have a risk to reward of, let's say risk to reward of 1 to 1. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just an example here, right? And let's say that you have an 80% win rate, right? So you win 5 trades. So you win 5 and then you lose 1. No, yeah, you lose 1, right? You lose 1. That's an 80% win rate right there. 80% win rate, isn't it? or am I doing it wrong here? I think that's 80% because you win 5 and then you lose 1. Then you win 5, lose 1. That's 80%. Yeah, that is 80% because this times 2. I just want to make sure my math is here, right? This by 2 is, 10, and then this by 2 is 2. Then 20%, minus 10, 100%, that's 80%, okay? You get the idea. But 80% win rate, so you win 5 times, what were you risking here? 4.5k, right? 4.1k, that's 2200. Am I stupid here? Wait, 5 times 4.5k, 5 times 4k, that's 20. 5 times 500, that's 2.5k. So that's 22.5k, okay? My math is all over here, but you get the idea. 22.5k, right? Then you obviously lose 1. And then minus, this minus 4.5k, that is 18k, right? 18k. Did I do the math wrong here? I hope I don't. I hope I didn't do that. Let me just see here. But whatever. I mean, it's all it's all theoretical, anyways. But that's just how it is, right? It's really not that hard. Trust me. You can also do 2 losses here, right? Do 2 losses, and then just subtract 4.5k. That's then 13. That's how it is, bro. Oh my days, I'm so stupid. I'm not gonna edit that out. Don't worry. It's all theoretical anyways, right? But you get the idea. If you can take advantage of, this is the same number as here now. If you can take advantage of prop firms, trust me, you can make so much money off this. But you have to have your strategy, psychology, and discipline consistent and patience on point, right? And then obviously this is the kind of theoretical way of figuring it out. But I mean, my math is probably wrong. But you get the idea. It's really not that hard. 3 months, like 3 hours a month. Just forget this then. Just forget this. But 3 hours a month is obviously 3 times 4.5k because you're risking that per trade. That's 13.5k after profit split and all the good stuff. You get $10,000, probably a little bit more. But let's just round it down to $10,000 a month. And obviously then you can scale, put some to live account, scale that live account. Then you can put the other money into another prop firm or like more challenges and just scale from there. That's basically the game right here. But if you obviously want to speed run your path to profitability, you can always check the link in the description and join my mentorship. It's a one-on-one personalized to your specific problems. I'm going over your entire trading career, all your problems, or you're currently struggling with everything, right? And then fixing it for you and with you, right? But that's one-on-one mentorship. But that's not what this video is about. But anyways, if you like this video right here, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. That means the world to me. And don't mind the math here. Just delete this out of your head. But this is the good stuff here, right? This is what you need to do, right? And obviously this also. So if you liked the video, found it helpful, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Otherwise, take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.